Hi, my name is Nora Jost. I am a Cushing's disease survivor. I am not a medical professional, so if you're looking for medical professional advice, please see a medical professional. If you're just looking to hear about experiences, I'm the gal for you. So this video is about the changes that I saw immediately after surgery, like what physical changes, how did I know the surgery might have been successful, etc. So what's super frustrating about the surgery is when you get out of hip surgery, they're like, congratulations, your hip was replaced, then you go home. With this one, you don't really know if it was successful. So how would you know? One, your cortisol levels are normal for an extended amount of time, 3 to 6 months. 2, you see some physical changes. 3, you were able to wean off the steroids entirely. So that's where I'm at now. Biggest one is inflammation went down. The thing that I didn't expect was my eyes looked so different. I didn't even realize how puffy my eyes were until after surgery when that change happened. And it was tremendous, huge difference. And what I've noticed now with a lot of people in recovery is that that's the biggest change. The second biggest thing is that my hair started to come back. And again, these were things that I didn't even realize were so bad with Cushing's because it had happened so gradually, but my hair had been falling out, which I knew. But what I hadn't realized is that my hairline had been receding. So my hairline is actually growing back, which is fantastic. And my hair quality is so much better. Before it was kind of brittle, and now it's softer and prettier and chiller. So yeah, that's really fantastic. Those were some of the very first changes. Inflammation did go down in my face a little bit, the moon face went down a lot in the neck and the collarbone. My buffalo hump is not gone, for sure, but it has gone down. And my striae is lighter, and that was all pretty immediate. The biggest though was eyes and inflammation, etc. Some other people have had weight loss right away, and that's super cool. I'm not one of those people. Some people have had also weight gain in the hospital and then weight loss. Totally happens. If you gain some weight after surgery, please don't panic. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean your surgery wasn't a success. It doesn't mean you'll never lose weight. It's just, it happens. So don't stress it, don't freak out. Let's talk sleeping. I wasn't able to sleep super well in the hospital because they woke me up all the time to take medicine and to get blood work done, etc. But I started to sleep through the night for the first time ever once I was back home, which was incredible. I was sleeping all the time. I was fatigued, I was tired, for sure. The muscle pain it exists, it's rough. I think it was worse for some other people because I was cyclical, so I did experience highs and lows, and a lot of other people don't experience that as much, so I was used to the muscle pain, so it wasn't completely new. But the muscle pain was rough. Sleeping through the night was incredible. That made a huge difference for me, and just being able to feel rested for the first time in 2 years. As I mentioned in my previous video, I got my period back basically right away, and I've had one ever since. It's been 4 months, and I get a few day reprieve, but that's about it. I think my uterus is you had so much uterine lining built up and I have to get rid of it. So I've had a non-stop period. It got worse when I started tapering, which there is a video coming out in a few weeks on tapering, so be sure to check that out if you're what the heck is that? But the basic thing is that it's going off of the steroid medication that you get. I began to sleep through the night, which was incredible. I did feel my energy level was better, but for short spurts of time. I felt overall my energy, I was very, very tired at first. Really exhausted. I felt I needed to sleep literally all the time. I did not have an appetite for a long time. I still kind of don't have an appetite. A lot of people lose their sense of smell and their sense of taste. I never lost my sense of taste, ever, not once. I lost my sense of smell, but it wasn't completely. I couldn't not smell anything. I just couldn't smell things as well as I could before. And so something that helps with that is the neti pot. So a lot of people, basically they're saline washes. You need to follow your doctor's orders on this. So my doctor had said 6 to 8 weeks. So I waited 8 weeks before doing this. Some people are right away, listen to whatever your surgeon says. He was up inside of your body, he knows what's going on. Right? Does he know what's going on? You should judge. So the saline rinses are basically so some people get scabs from the surgery. and they can rot inside your nose, which is like gross. And then also you can have like build back up and things like that. So it just helps kind of like get all that stuff out. And so if you have like if you start smelling something bad or something rotten, that's what that is. So you want to do more frequent saline rinses. For me, they've been helpful. I haven't needed them as frequently as I've seen that other people do need them. But they're just like a great tool to have, and like it's a neti pot. I use a neti pot. Other people use like the rinses. You boil some water. You want to make sure it's warm or else it's uncomfy. I mean, it's uncomfy in general, but it's not terrible. And then you like lean forward and you put it up one nostril and you like put it through and it goes kind of like that and out. Other things you can't do for 6 to 8 weeks, like go underwater, like lift anything too heavy, so like don't move immediately after surgery. You have to move boxes and all that kind of stuff.